Have you ever wondered if a woman is slowly falling in love with you, even though she hasn't actually said the words? The truth is, genuine love doesn't usually happen overnight. It grows quietly through trust, emotional connection, and consistent actions. According to psychology, a woman's feelings often become visible long before she openly admits them. Many men mistake kindness for love, while others completely miss the subtle signs that a woman's heart is becoming deeply attached. Understanding these behaviors can help you recognize the difference between simple attraction and genuine emotional investment. In today's video, you'll discover 12 psychology-backed signs that a woman is slowly falling in love with you. Be sure to watch until the end, because the final sign is often the strongest indication that her feelings have become truly genuine. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about psychology, relationships, and personal growth. Love is rarely announced with a dramatic confession. More often, it develops through small moments that quietly strengthen emotional bonds over time. Psychologists have long observed that emotional attachment influences the way people communicate, behave, and prioritize the people who matter most to them. While every woman has her own personality and expresses affection differently, certain behavioral patterns appear consistently when genuine feelings begin to grow. These signs should never be viewed as absolute proof that someone is in love. Instead, think of them as pieces of a puzzle. When several of these behaviors appear consistently over time, they often reveal emotions that words have not yet expressed. Now let's begin. 1. She makes time for you. One of the clearest psychological indicators that a woman is slowly falling in love is that she willingly makes time for you. In today's busy world, time is one of the most valuable things anyone can give. When a woman consistently chooses to spend her free time talking with you, seeing you, or simply checking in throughout the day, it often reflects growing emotional importance. She doesn't see conversations with you as an obligation. Instead, they become something she genuinely looks forward to. You may notice that she replies thoughtfully instead of giving short, uninterested answers. She remembers to send you a message when something reminds her of you. Even during a busy day, she'll often find a small moment to ask how you're doing. Psychologically, this happens because emotional attachment naturally increases our desire for connection. The people we care about begin occupying more of our thoughts, making us more likely to reach out and maintain communication. Of course, everyone has responsibilities, careers, and personal commitments. Making time doesn't necessarily mean talking every hour of the day. Rather, it's about consistent effort. She chooses to include you in her daily life because you have become emotionally significant. If you notice this pattern consistently, it's often much more meaningful than grand romantic gestures. 2. She remembers the little things. Another powerful sign is her ability to remember the small details about you. Perhaps you casually mentioned your favorite childhood movie several weeks ago. Later, she unexpectedly brings it up in conversation. Maybe she remembers your favorite coffee, the name of your pet, an important meeting you were nervous about, or even something you said months earlier. To some people, these may seem like insignificant details, but from a psychological perspective, they reveal selective attention. When someone develops strong emotional feelings, the brain naturally places greater importance on information connected to that person. Those details become easier to remember because they carry emotional value. This isn't about having a perfect memory. It's about caring enough to pay attention. When a woman remembers the little things that most people forget, she's showing that your words matter to her. And that's often one of the earliest signs that her heart is becoming emotionally invested. 3. She opens up about her personal life. When a woman begins to trust you, she gradually allows you into parts of her life that not everyone gets to see. She may start sharing stories from her childhood, talk about her dreams, admit her fears, or tell you about the challenges she's facing. These conversations go beyond casual small talk. They reflect emotional vulnerability. Psychologists explain that emotional intimacy develops when people feel safe enough to lower their defenses. For many women, trust is a foundation of love. Before deep love can grow, she needs to feel that she can be herself without fear of being judged. If she begins sharing things she rarely tells other people, it's often a sign that you're becoming someone special in her life. However, vulnerability should never be taken for granted. If a woman trusts you with her emotions, respect that trust. Listen carefully, avoid criticizing her feelings, and never use her personal stories against her during disagreements. The safer she feels with you, the stronger your emotional connection is likely to become. 4. She wants to know everything about you. A woman who is slowly falling in love becomes genuinely curious about your life. She asks thoughtful questions, not because she's being nosy, but because she wants to understand who you really are. She wants to know about your family, your childhood, your ambitions, your favorite memories, and even the little things that make you smile. Psychologically, curiosity is often a sign of emotional investment. The more important someone becomes, the more we naturally want to understand their world. You'll notice that she remembers your answers and brings them up later. She may ask how your interview went, whether you solved a problem at work, or how your family member is doing. These aren't random questions. They're signs that she cares about your life because she cares about you. 5. She checks on you without being asked. One of the sweetest signs of growing affection is when she checks on you simply because you're on her mind. She might send a message asking, "How was your day?" If she knows you're stressed, she may ask if everything went well. If you're sick, she wants to know whether you're feeling better. These simple gestures may seem ordinary, but psychology tells us they're expressions of emotional attachment. When someone genuinely cares about another person, concern becomes automatic. They don't need a special reason to reach out. They simply want to know that you're okay. It's not about constant texting or needing attention. Instead, it's about consistent care. Sometimes the shortest message can carry the deepest meaning because it says, "I was thinking about you." 6. Her body language changes around you. Body language often reveals emotions that words try to hide. When a woman feels emotionally connected, her nonverbal behavior naturally becomes warmer and more open. She smiles more when you're around. She maintains comfortable eye contact. She leans slightly toward you during conversations. She laughs more easily at your jokes. She may even unconsciously mirror your movements, such as crossing her arms after you do or matching your pace while walking together. Psychologists refer to this as behavioral mirroring, and it often occurs when people feel emotionally connected and comfortable with one another. Of course, body language alone should never be taken as proof that someone is in love. Cultural differences, personality, and individual habits all play a role. But when these nonverbal cues consistently appear alongside several of the other signs in this video, they can become meaningful indicators of growing affection. If you're enjoying this video and learning something new, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating psychology-based content that informs, inspires, and strengthens relationships. Now, let's continue with the next signs. 7. She includes you in her future plans. One of the strongest signs that a woman is developing genuine feelings is when she naturally begins including you in her future. At first, it may seem like a small thing. She might say, "We should visit that place someday," or "You have to come with me next time." Later, she may talk about future holidays, upcoming events, or experiences she'd like to share with you. These aren't necessarily major life plans. Instead, they're subtle signs that she enjoys imagining you as part of her future. According to psychology, when people become emotionally attached, they naturally begin thinking beyond the present moment. Their brain starts viewing the other person as someone who belongs in their future experiences. She doesn't have to say, "I'm in love with you." Sometimes, simply making plans that include you speaks much louder than words. 8. She supports your goals and dreams. A woman who is slowly falling in love doesn't just admire who you are today. She also believes in who you're becoming. She encourages your ambitions. She celebrates your victories, even the small ones. And when things don't go your way, she reminds you not to give up. Psychologists often describe this as emotional partnership. Instead of feeling threatened by your success, she genuinely wants to see you grow. Real love isn't about competition. It's about becoming one of each other's biggest supporters. Pay attention to how she reacts when you share your dreams. Does she encourage you? Does she believe in your abilities? Does she celebrate your progress without making it about herself? If the answer is yes, it may be a sign that her feelings run much deeper than simple attraction. 9. She feels comfortable being her authentic self. In the beginning of any relationship, people often try to present the best version of themselves. But as emotional trust grows, something beautiful begins to happen. The masks slowly come off. A woman who is falling in love gradually becomes comfortable showing you her real personality. She doesn't feel the need to pretend she's perfect. She laughs freely. She shares her silly side. She admits her mistakes. She talks openly about her insecurities. She isn't constantly worried about impressing you. Instead, she feels safe simply being herself. Psychology tells us that emotional safety is one of the strongest foundations of lasting love. When someone feels accepted without pretending, genuine intimacy has room to grow. If she allows you to see both her strengths and her imperfections, it's often because she trusts you with her heart. 10. She introduces you to the important people in her life. When a woman begins introducing you to her closest friends or family members, it's often a meaningful step. The people closest to us usually matter the most. We don't introduce just anyone into that circle. If she wants the people she loves to know you, it often means you're becoming an important part of her life. Psychologically, this reflects emotional integration. Instead of keeping different parts of her life separate, she's beginning to connect them. She's allowing you into her personal world. While every situation is different, meeting the people closest to her often signals that she sees real potential in your relationship. And perhaps most importantly, she's proud to have you in her life. 11. She prioritizes your happiness. One of the most meaningful signs that a woman is slowly falling in love with you is when your happiness genuinely becomes important to her. She notices when you're having a bad day, even if you try to hide it. She celebrates your achievements with sincere excitement and offers comfort when you're feeling discouraged. Seeing you smile makes her happy, and knowing you're hurting affects her emotionally as well. Psychologists describe this as compassionate love, the ability to find joy in another person's happiness and to feel empathy during their struggles. This kind of emotional connection goes beyond physical attraction. It reflects genuine care and a growing emotional bond. You'll often notice this through small but meaningful gestures. She remembers to ask about something important in your life. She checks whether you arrived home safely. She encourages you before a big presentation or an important interview. She celebrates your victories as if they were her own. These actions may seem simple, but together they reveal a powerful message. Your well-being matters to her. When a woman consistently wants the best for you, even when there's nothing in it for herself, it often reflects a love that is becoming deeper and more sincere. 12. Her effort becomes consistent. Perhaps the strongest sign of all is consistency. Anyone can be affectionate for a few days or weeks. Anyone can say sweet words or make impressive gestures in the beginning. But genuine love is measured not by occasional moments of affection, but by consistent effort over time. A woman who is slowly falling in love doesn't appear only when it's convenient. She continues to communicate, show respect, offer support, and make time for you, even during busy or challenging seasons of life. Her kindness doesn't disappear after the excitement fades. Her care remains steady because her feelings are rooted in genuine emotional connection rather than temporary excitement. Psychology tells us that healthy relationships are built on reliability, trust, and emotional security. Consistency creates a sense of safety, allowing love to grow stronger with time. If her words match her actions, if she continues choosing you day after day, and if her care remains steady regardless of circumstances, these are powerful signs that her feelings are real. Remember, love is not defined by grand romantic moments alone. It is built through the quiet, everyday decisions to care, to listen, to support, and to stay. If you enjoyed this video and learned something valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming psychology facts and relationship insights. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 12 signs do you think is the strongest indication that a woman is slowly falling in love? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to read your perspective. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, value genuine connections, and remember that true love is shown not only through words, but through consistent actions. We'll see you in the next video.